15 celebs who married their first love, plus 5 who had babies with them. There's nothing that makes our hearts melt more than couples who found their soulmates so young and made it past their adolescence lives together. Not all celebrity marriages last, and while many don't, there are many celebrities who married their first loves and are still going strong. There is nothing that makes our hearts melt more than couples who found their soulmates so young and made it past their adolescence lives together. Imagine meeting your soulmate when you're just a teenager? Well, these celebrities did, and we cannot help but gush over them. They are the prime definition of #relationship goals. It is quite tumultuous to have a relationship in Hollywood, but these couples make love look easy peasy. And since celebrities are not exactly known for long-lasting relationships, we thought we'd highlight the couples that put all Hollywood relationships to shame. Some of these couples have beautiful families with the first person for whom their hearts beat faster. We believe there are enough on this list to slightly nuance the stereotype that comes along with celebrity marriages. For proof, just read the stories below, and you'll surely feel the love. 20. Joey Fatone is mostly known for his time in NSYNC, but he has remained quite active in the spotlight since. The member of the beloved boy band fell in love with the sultry Kelly Baldwin in high school, and they steadily dated for 10 years. The couple, who were only dating then, had their first child together in 2001. Then, Fatone asked for his high school sweetheart's hand in marriage in 2004. Since they're still together despite the rough times they've gone through, we're sure Fatone serenaded her with this "I promise you." 19. Thomas Rhett and Lauren Akins' love story is magical. Country fan cast. High school. No way, these two knew they were made for each other when they locked eyes in elementary school. Some stories really make us believe in the power of love and soulmates, and the precious story of Thomas Rhett and Lauren Akins is one of those. Want to meet a real-life princess and Prince Charming? This Hollywood couple is it. We're maybe just a little jealous of how in love Rhett is with his wife. Just listen to his hit song "Die a Happy Man" and you're going to understand you'll also need a box of tissues. The couple knew each other since they were children, but only later, when they were old enough as teenagers, did they start dating. It wasn't all smooth sailing. They hit a bump in the road, broke up, and even almost committed to other people, according to This Is Insider. At 22, the two came to their senses and got hitched. Every road leads home to the one you love. 18. LeBron James and Savannah Brinson had their first child while in high school. Via Pinterest. With all the fame and fortune NBA player LeBron James has, we give him major props for dedicating his entire life to his teenage love. Relationships are hard work, they are like another job, so for James to still hold the hand of the woman he did back in high school, it gives us legit butterflies. Their story goes way back, when the duo met at St. Vincent St. Mary High School, and instantly fell in love. They dated for some time, and before Brinson even had a ring on her finger, she became pregnant with their first child, this while still in school. Evidently, according to This Is Insider, the young Brinson became worried that he would leave her, but instead the sweet professional basketball player was right by her side. On New Year's Eve 2011, James got down on one knee and made it official with his first love and baby mama. 17. Jon Bon Jovi and his high school sweetheart, Dorothea Hurley. Via Pinterest. When you're at the peak of your career, you're a rock star, it is the 80s and all ladies are in love with you. How can you stay married to your high school sweetheart? Well, Jon Bon Jovi, frontman of the band Bon Jovi, did. All hail this gracious, loyal, and humble man. He proved all stereotypes associated with rock stars wrong. The two started their precious romance in high school at Sayreville War Memorial High School. We doubt that the stunning brunette Dorothea Hurley knew what she was getting herself into. While Jovi wasn't preoccupied with school and his studies, because he had bigger aspirations of being a rock star, Hurley helped him out. Hurley was actually dating one of Jovi's friends, who later left the town, and that is when Jovi, her soon-to-be rock star lover, swept her off her feet. During the pinnacle moment of his career, the then 27-year-old Jovi decided to fly to Las Vegas during a one-day break on his New Jersey tour and secretly marry Hurley. This April will be the wonderful couple's 30th anniversary. 16. LL Cool J married his friend's cousin. Via Just Jared. If any of these stars lost their fame and fortune, their other halves would still have their backs. LL Cool J, whose real name is James Todd Smith, is loved by many women. He is smooth and a charmer, but only one lady won his heart, and that's his wife Simone Johnson. Just as the rapper and actor was starting his career, Johnson came along, and he could not deny that it was love at first sight. He contentedly explained to Jimmy Kimmel that it happened on Easter Sunday. He was cruising the block and his friend asked him if he wanted to meet his cousin, Simone Johnson. Guess what? Cool J accepted, and with just one look at her, he was in La La Land. She was ultimately his. All these years later, she's still who he goes home to. 15. This pretty little liar married her longtime best friend. Via Instagram. Sasha Petersa, mostly known for her role as Allison on Pretty Little Liars, was the youngest actress on the show and the youngest of the squad to get married. At just 23 years of age, the actress wed her husband, Hudson Schaefer, in 2018. It may seem fresh, but the adorable duo, who bless our IG with #couples photos, have known each other since they were teens. Their committed relationship is quite inspiring, especially considering that Petersa was at the height of her fame when they took it to the next step and got engaged. She may be young, but her teenage love is undoubtedly real and a fairy tale. Petersa gushed about her man to People magazine, saying, "He's incredible. I've known him for so long." 14. Nothing could keep Ja Rule and Aisha Murray apart. Via Instagram. These couples prove to us that when it comes to finding love, you must keep your eyes open, because you can find it in the oddest places and at the most unexpected times. Ja Rule found love in a mundane place. He first met his lady love when he got off the bus. Some men just know when they see a woman that she is the one, and Ja Rule wasted no time in pursuing the new girl in school, Aisha Atkins. When a man knows what he wants, he goes hard for it, and that is why Ja Rule quickly married his sweetie when he was only 25 years old. According to This Is Insider, the couple spent time apart for 2 years when he had to put on an orange jumpsuit, but she was right there when he was released. 13. Babies for basketball's golden couple, Stephen and Aisha Curry. Via Instagram. These two are still stunting and slaying around town, and they have been since they were just teenagers. Besides the fact that these two have great genes and are a match made in heaven, their love story is like a Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale. The two first bumped into each other in Charlotte, North Carolina, but since they were both still so young, they'd only talk on the phone sometimes. According to This Is Insider, remember when we'd talk on a phone with a wire? Stephen, who is known as one of basketball's MVPs, could not stop looking at his wife, Aisha, when at 19 she went to see him rock the court. That is when he knew she was the one. The foxy couple now share 3 beautiful children together and love showing off their bliss. 12. School blessed Elizabeth Banks with a husband. Via Instagram. We go to school to learn, but some go to school and find the love of their lives, which is what happened to Elizabeth Banks. Most of us stress so much about the first day of school. We need to have the trendiest outfit, right? Well, whatever Banks did on her first day of school at the University of Pennsylvania certainly worked, because her nowbo saw what he liked and made her his. The Hunger Games actress certainly made producer, executive and writer Max Handelman crave love when he spotted her. They have been married since 2003, are still celebrating their devotion to one another, and are sharing their kind love with children, 2 sons born through a surrogate. 11. Snoop Dogg, his high school sweetheart, and adorable kids. Via People. Imagine marrying your prom date? Well, the ludicrous and hilarious Snoop Dogg made that happen. He must have really wooed his wife, Shantae, with fantastic smelling flowers when he held her hand and slow danced with her at prom. Their story is quite the impressive one, though, so let us take you back. In 1994, the rapper had his first son with Shantae, but the duo were only dating then. 3 years later, they signed a marriage certificate. However, after a couple years of being husband and wife, the two called it quits. But it was not over yet, as the soulmates became one again in 2008. They are now one big happy family with 4 children that cherish one another. We doubt Snoop Dogg would have ever thought he'd share 4 children with his prom date. 10. Anthony Mackie met his love as a child. Via Just Jared. When we were in elementary school, we were just roaming around, anxiously waiting to play tag and hide and seek with our friends. Some people, like actor Anthony Mackie, had other plans. He was quite the wise 7-year-old kid, as he made sure he did not give up on his true love, his elementary school sweetheart, Shaletta Chapital. Sounds like he was a lot like Steve Urkel on the 80s family show, Family Matters. The star of Avengers started dating his other half from a very young age, but he was sage and kept her around. Can we say #relationship goals? In 2014, the couple made their romance official in church. 9. This Glee star has a family with her first love from LA. Via Instagram. We all fell in love with the charismatic and bubbly Heather Morris on Glee, but her hubby Taylor Hubble fell in love with the stunning blonde and her flawless smile in college. Funnily enough, both Morris and Hubble attended the same high school in the Arizona area, but both did not know the other even existed. Crazy how love works. They must have crossed each other's paths thousands of times, but when they finally met in college, there was no avoiding each other then. According to BuzzFeed, they started a serious relationship when Taylor started playing baseball. Although the lovable Morris would make us laugh hysterically in Glee because of her silliness, now when we see her and the 2 children she shares with her first love, we cannot help but blush. 8. The beautiful day Bono met his other half. Via The Mirror. Another rock star who has stayed with his first true love is none other than the frontman of U2, Bono. Still selling out stadiums worldwide, Bono still goes home to his wonderful and supportive wife, Ollie Hewson. The two met at Mount Temple Comprehensive School in Dublin, Ireland. QPS. I love you, and began dating in 1975, when they were only around the age of 14. So young and innocent, the two obviously knew that the spark they shared was not just puppy love, but real love, and so they got married in 1982. The philanthropist fought hard to get her though, as according to This Is Insider, he said his wife played hard to get. 7. Samuel L. Jackson and his forever main squeeze. Via Hollywood Reporter. We all know Samuel L. Jackson because of his epic voice, but his wife, LaTanya Richardson, knew it way before we did. Although the actor may seem all tough on the silver screen, he has a soft side, and an especially soft spot for his wife. His forever and always is also an actress, but their love is no fake chemistry. Their relationships hails way back to the 60s and 70s, when the two met while they were both students pursuing careers in university. Even though they did not attend the same educational institution, Jackson spotted his future wife at a neighboring school, and in 1974, their story commenced. Jackson wasted no time since he knew she was the one and walked down the aisle with her in 1980. 6. Eli Manning in his real-life Super Bowl. Via Hypeline. Before we make you gush over the story of Eli Manning, who is known for leading the New York Giants to various Super Bowl victories, and Abby McGrew, we wanted to inform you of coincidental news. After midnight on Super Bowl Sunday, the charming couple welcomed their 4th child, and their first baby boy. We have a feeling he might follow in his talented father's footsteps. Husband to a supportive wife, Manning met the one who would stick by his side during his college days. The two met while attending the University of Mississippi, and were both instantly smitten with each other. In 2002, according to My New Orleans, the two got together, just when the football star started as a quarterback for their university team. So yes, she has been there from the very start. We are quite certain she is his good luck charm. 5. Chris O'Donnell fell in love young. Via Haute Living. We love it when celebrities are in relationships with non-celebrities, but we love it even more when celebrities go against all odds, break all Hollywood barriers, and succeed in relationships with their first loves. Chris O'Donnell, the Batman and Robin star, certainly charmed his wife, Caroline Fentress, in college with his boyish charm, because it is over 20 years later and the two are still in love. A man who is full of life, O'Donnell's heart skipped a beat when he ran into Caroline at Boston College. He did not need Batman to get him the girl. The two took their relationship to the next level in 1997 when they exchanged vows at the altar. Proving that true love never dies, Caroline will always be by his side and there for him, as the duo are awesome parents to 5 blessed children. 4. The Seinfeld funny woman found love in improv. Via Instagram. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who we all know as Elaine from Seinfeld, is still so in love with her husband. He's the love of her life and her college sweetheart. Just go take a look at her IG page. There, the comedian shows off her longtime hubby and her smile is infectious because of him. It is so refreshing to see couples enjoying their lives together even years after first getting together. It's clear that these two are not only partners but travel buddies. Let us take you back, a real throwback. Dreyfus knew she found the right man when they were both students at Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois. According to BuzzFeed, sparks flew when Dreyfus auditioned for a play Hall was producing, in an improv class. Fans of Dreyfus may know she had a stint with her hubby on SNL, but that was not when they first met. By then, they were already hopelessly devoted to each other. The wedding bells rang for the talented duo in 1987. 3. David Beckham requested a meeting with Posh Spice. Via Instagram. The entire world loves David and Victoria Beckham, and we are not surprised as to why. They look good, they slay together, and they have been together for so long. No, not even Hollywood could break this foxy duo down, even though their relationship was in the public eye from the very beginning. 90s babies may feel old when we inform them that the duo met when Mrs. Beckham was still Posh Spice. Lavish wedding aside, their love story all started when the football player was intrigued by the Spice Girls' attractive member and requested a meeting with her in 1997. For these two instantly became one, and after a mere year of dating, Posh had a diamond on her finger. 2. Ozzy Osbourne was Sharon's first love. Via Instagram. Who could put up with Ozzy Osbourne and his crazy antics? The one and only Sharon Osbourne. They truly are a power couple as they have defied all odds. Osbourne promised her heaven but put her through hell. It has been quite the tumultuous relationship for the two, but it has also been a beautiful one. You know it is true love when you go through the worst times with your so and still stand tall with them. Sharon met the love of her life when she was only 18. At the time, she was working for Ozzy, helping manage his career, and the Prince of Darkness was married to someone else. It was not long before Ozzy came to his senses and divorced his wife to be with Sharon. They got married in 1983. 1. The country singer wooed his love. Via Steely's Drinkware. Another couple that keeps setting the relationship bar higher is folk rock singer Jack Johnson and his wife, Kim Johnson. These two clearly live for each other, and it shows in what they do. They help the economy together, help charities, and are environmentalists. The two have shared many stories about how they met during their first week at UC Santa Barbara. According to Daily Nexus, Jack was attached to his mother, so when he left for school, wiping tears off his face was a regular thing. However, when he spotted the gorgeous brunette Kim, it is like his homesickness totally washed away. Jack was instantly hooked on her. In just 1 week, he fell in love with his future wife. They've been together for over 20 splendid years. Thanks for watching Ovid TV, hope you guys enjoyed.